My stream up too, y'all. BTW. What you playing, Nick? What's up? I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all fake. Brand new sex, you don't know the occupation. I just wanna know. I don't know what y'all debate. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Come on, Tay.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago,
right?
Here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Seattle Seahawks. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Carson. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
The ball carrier.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down.
Come on, bro.
Now Minshew. Escaping the pressure right. That's out to his running back.
Then that Nick might.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was Alton Robinson that time on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown.
Complete to DJ Chark.
DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
The score, Jaguars 7, Seahawks nothing.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Wilson being chased out left. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Carson. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
On the carry.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Hicks brought him down.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here.
He caught that.
It's a Funchess complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
8-yard line.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
That's another Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. To throw again is Wilson.
Pick.
Into heavy traffic and it's intercepted.
Let's go, Miles Jack.
Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
First play of the drive, a 1st down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. This time, Wilson will throw. And then as down he goes. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Seahawks, nothing.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. From the shotgun, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 49. And
Hey, man, I got a deal trade game. We'll start at the game, too, just in case you could.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. Up 14-0. Points here. That could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Out of the gun is Minshew. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And it's now 21-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down and 4. From the gun, Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen.
Oh, wait.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
At the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the letter jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Here's Minshew. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
A gain of 27.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Quick pass to the outside, caught by Conley. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
A gain of 17 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now it's counter, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Jacksonville.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And a route is on here in this first half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
And that will be incomplete.
Keep that up.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
1st down, Jaguars.
That one complete. He finds Sharp.
Come on, DJ
The ball comes
Sharp.
loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Wow. Man. Are you watching this stream?
And they bring this one back. It's a
my
fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
That one may not cost him in the end, but still, obviously something the coach wants to avoid.
Oh, without a doubt. It won't cost the team because of where they are on the scoreboard, but it will cost the player who gave up the football.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
Come on, that's a big.
But there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold it back at the goal line.
Short of the goal line.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
So they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Henning on the toss right. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Jacksonville's
Catch the pig.
Holds serve,
we get
4th down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this 2nd half. And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys. But be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
30-yard line.
They'll run it again with Fournette.
Block, DJ Chark.
He's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Minshew. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown.
To number 17.
DJ Chark, 58 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Seahawks 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to
Come on,
start
keep
a
it up.
half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Looking
Pick
for
it
more
off,
there on
Mika.
first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson.
Pick it up. Oh,
Incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just...
Now, who would come in my stream? Come on, Jawan.
A bad spot.
Come on, Jawan. Leave me alone.
And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It was Jaron Reed who got him down. From the 9, here's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Now Minshew. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Good work by Minshew there to pick up the first.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Connection. Out of bounds. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. From the gun, Minshew to throw. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette.
Look at Jawan, bro.
They get 10 more there, and
just troll me today, Jawan. Just troll me today. I know it is. See, I know it's you, bro. I was just talking.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Going deep here for Taylor. And that's going to be in.
This man dropped it, bro.
This
man dropped it, bro.
Second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game.
This man dropped it, bro.
And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he'll be brought down. Couple. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready.
I'm getting trolled to my screen, bro.
Himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left.
Bro.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
God, why he stayed?
Jordan Brooks with it. And now off to the races. Down the right.
Look at Jawan, bro. I got some of you when I see you, dog.
So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for two on this one. After the interception, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be intercepted.
Yeah, meat. Yeah, meat.
The 2 points, but I liked
like the midnight
after the interception return for a touchdown.
Meat.
I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it.
Man, should be in the Jag.
And everybody's scrambling, maybe catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the. Credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Steelers got the sweetest schedule in the NFL, bro. I don't deserve. I do deserve. Boy, schedule sweet,
now you've
bro.
got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time...
Minshew going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off at the 45. And they will be set up now as he brings this...
Yeah, I'm a Chiefs fan now. I'm square losers.
Last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can...
Open is Olsen. He's got it.
Yeah, distracted me.
Touchdown Seahawks. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And they don't get it. Successful, so unable to throw it in for 2.
We're not rebuilding. I'm a Chiefs fan.
Let me ask you, as the former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards.
My quarterback, Mahomes, bro. I don't know who you got that foolery from.
First down.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard.
Y'all, Jawan, look who I got on my team at fullback.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up,
James
somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you think, man, fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the so that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away.
They trust me, man.
They'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And now he'll tuck it and run. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions, not... 1, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Minshew sets to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Taywan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
.42. Seahawks 19.
Man, he started off Lambeau.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Left side, it's Dorsett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, Wilson. And now here is another interception. And it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like the game believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Benson Mayowa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing right, and that's complete.
Oh.
It's a pick.
Complete to Chris
I don't know how many. I got one touchdown.
Jaguars on 3rd down.
I got.
Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down. Doug Marrone has made the call. His guys are going for it. On 4th down, Minshew. Able to complete this to Shenault. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. And he takes it in. Touchdown,
I just got it,
Taywan Taylor.
Hey, man.
His 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Trying to run the score.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
This time Wilson will throw. He's going to let it fly. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all.
Tell him I said GG too.
Defensively, they were ready. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5.
Oh, I tried to slide.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
I'm mad at it.
They got to jump.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're